Well, today was an opportunity for us to do the Harbour Scenic flight around Sydney again with some other friends of ours from Adelaide, Jeff and Jill. And today we had a much clearer day to do the Harbour Scenic flight compared to what we did with our other friend Jeff, another Jeff from Adelaide. And today, after a couple of showers that were nearby to Bankstown, the flight was excellent and some beautiful visibility throughout the flight.
Alright, run up checks. Yeah. I'll close this properly for you, Jill. I know the passengers back get a little anxious if they see that open.
Thank you, it was a nice breeze though.
Bankstown ground, helicopter Echo Whiskey Mike on Alpha 2 for Bankstown Heli.
Okay, brakes are set, seatbelts are secure.
Echo Whiskey Mike, taxi to Bankstown Heli.
Taxi to Bankstown Heli, Echo Whiskey Mike.
And locked. Bankstown Tower, Mike Whiskey Delta's ready, 11 centre for crosswind departure.
Mike Whiskey Delta, Bankstown Tower, hold position.
Holding position, Mike Whiskey Delta.
Tango Romeo, Romeo, follow the Cessna upwind, runway right, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, one right, Tango Romeo, Romeo.
Zulu Tango, choppers west.
Zulu Tango, join base main pad.
Base Zulu Tango.
Main pad.
Main pad.
Mike Whiskey Delta, line up runway centre.
Lighting up runway centre, Mike Whiskey Delta.
November Foxtrot Romeo, follow the Cherokee upwind,
There's
runway
our,
right, clear
there's our
touch.
crow nemesis that, look at, there
Got
they
his
are.
cousins over here.
Yeah, I know. I don't really want to see them up close.
Mike Whiskey Delta, runway centre, clear for takeoff.
Runway centre clear for takeoff, Mike Whiskey Delta. Alright, we all good to go?
Yep.
All good.
Right.
Lima Zulu
Alright.
Papa, follow the Cherokee short final.
Okay.
Sierra Juliet Kilo.
Airspeed's live in both places. Pressures, temperatures and pressures are in the green. We've got 70 knots and we'll rotate. And we didn't have any crows.
No crows.
Traffic sighted, will extend crosswind and pass behind.
Zulu Mike, thank you.
Zulu Tango, early base, full stop main pad.
Zulu Tango, main pad, clear to land.
To land main pad, Zulu Tango.
Alright, so immediately you can see the city out there at our 10 o'clock. We'll be getting up close and personal to that a little bit later on, hopefully. The helicopter in the circuit there. We've got a bit of a shower coming through here.
Lima Zulu Papa, runway right, clear to land.
Number 2, main pass, Mike.
Take a Romeo, downwind, touch your go. Take a Romeo, follow the Cessna light downwind. The Cessna light downwind, take a Romeo.
Don't worry, we'll see something in a moment. So we track to Parramatta here first.
Bankstown Tower, g'day, helicopter rescue 207 overhead Silverwater, this time 700 inbound for the main pad.
Rescue 207, Bankstown.
Then we'll turn north and we'll get away from the shower of rain.
Wilco rescue 207. Zulu Mike on final, amend to full stop please.
Zulu Mike, main pad, clear to land.
Main pad, clear to land. Zulu Mike.
Altitude.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, runway right, clear to land.
Over the last few years, there's very large residential buildings.
It's got a bit high rise, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's got some high rise. Got the new football stadium, which you might be able to see out to the west, northwest of the CBD. Very tall residential.
Foxtrot Whiskey.
Right, so we're away from that shower which obscured our view somewhat. Now we'll track up. So first of all, I didn't sort of give you the full briefing on. Look how tall this Westpac building is here.
Yeah.
And there's this really tall residential. You won't be able to see it, but right underneath us here at Meriton, it's quite extraordinary.
Parramatta's about the size of Adelaide.
Yeah. So you can see right up Parramatta River there now.
Yep.
QE Lima Bankstown Tower.
There's the Harbour Bridge. Yeah, that's quite a nice shot up the...
Joint base for the main pad, rescue 207.
So just leaning it out here a little bit to save a bit of fuel. Make the engine run cooler as well. I actually go lean at peak these days. Probably all those years ago I would have been flying rich at peak, Jeff, when we went to Perth, because I didn't have the special fuel injectors and so on, and nor did I have the knowledge and the confidence of operating at a lean at peak. It's a slightly different thing.
So you've changed.
So I changed.
Mechanical changes.
In order to run lean at peak, you have to have the fuel injectors really perfectly tuned to each other. There's a Qantas link coming in above us there towards Sydney. And out of the factory, the fuel injectors are not that perfectly tuned. So there's a company called GAMI, General Aviation Maintenance International or something, and they make these tuned fuel injectors so that you can run lean at peak. All of the cylinders all peak out at the same time. So that now I'll be running about 50 degrees lean at peak. I'm on 40 at the moment. I'll just go a little bit more. And the engine runs smooth as silk. If you tried to do that without the appropriate instrumentation and the equipment, it'd be running ragged, and no one enjoys that, and it's not good for airframe. But it means that now I'm only burning 42 litres an hour rather than 62 litres an hour.
Oh, that's good.
You do lose a few knots, just a little bit, not much.
Just starting the RMP approach is a citation.
So you can see that camera bouncing around on the wing, and yet the image that you get back is smooth as silk because of all the smarts in it.
Very clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Romeo Juliet, Sierra cleared direct to Camden Whiskey Bravo.
Okay, so this is one of the reaches of the Hawkesbury River. So if you were Sydney people with your boat, you'd enjoy a lot of boating up in the Hawkesbury. There's good boating, good fishing, that sort of thing.
947, final level 340.
Bill and I hired a boat and did the Hawkesbury for 4 days.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good. Yeah.
Sierra Kilo Romeo identified standby.
Yeah, no, it's rather pretty, the whole thing.
Romeo Juliet, Sierra descend to and maintain 6,000, QNH 1022.
We'll just get a few bumps here, Jill, as when we're over the trees, because a bit of heat releasing from the trees. When we get out over the coast, should be pretty silky smooth, I would imagine.
Romeo Juliet, Sierra Sydney approach. Asiana 602, contact Brisbane
Join all the little
133.0.
secluded alcove.
Tyre 476, contact Melbourne Centre 133.5.
On the eastern side of Pittwater is all housing and so on, but this is all Ku-ring-gai National Park area on this side, so it's
Very nice.
yeah, fairly pristine. So off to our left, you can see this is that's the Gosford area and so on up here. Right, so that's heading up towards Newcastle, Rathmines, etc. So that's the southern end of the Gosford area, and then what's called Brisbane Water. So you can see the what's called the Boathouse restaurant, the jetty down there. Just you can get a seaplane from Rose Bay, and they'll fly you up here, land on Pinwater, and you can do lunch there. So the seaplanes pull up to that there as well. So I'm just going to make a call to Sydney Terminal to start requesting our clearance. Sydney Terminal, Mike Whiskey Delta and Express is Beam Barrenjoey Head 1500, this time southbound, and we're requesting a clearance for a Harbour Scenic 1 from Longreef.
Mike Whiskey Delta, Sydney Centre, we're back.
Mike Whiskey Delta.
Romeo Juliet Sierra, Sydney Centre.
I love all the ocean pools that you have.
Oh yeah, that is a feature of the east coast of Sydney. All the rock pools, the ocean baths.
Mid 921, climb via to 100,000.
We still haven't got our clearance. I'll call him again in a second because we're not allowed past Longreef here without a clearance at 1,500. Sydney Terminal, Mike Whiskey Delta, we're approaching Longreef at 1,500 this time. Just wondering about that Harbour Scenic clearance.
Stay standby.
Alright, I'll just do a lazy orbit here.
Mike Whiskey Delta, squawk 0506.
0506, Mike Whiskey Delta. I'll have to execute. I'll just do an orbit here because still haven't got the clearance.
Mike Whiskey Delta identified. Contact departures 123 at decimal 0 for clearance.
123 decimal 0, Mike Whiskey Delta. And departures Mike Whiskey Delta, we're orbiting Longreef this time 1,500, requesting clearance for Harbour Scenic 1.
Mike Whiskey Delta, departures connected for Harbour Scenic 1, the QNH is 1022, standby for traffic.
Cleared Harbour Scenic 1 on 1022 and requesting right-hand orbits at that Harbour Scenic 1.
Mike Whiskey Delta, yes, you can orbit in any direction, still complying with the Harbour Scenic 1 east of the bridge.
Copy that, Mike Whiskey Delta.
Mike, remember, Mike, there's traffic just behind you, 1,000 unverified, another one leaving the heads, 900 unverified.
Copy, looking at traffic, visual traffic, runway charge out.
Thank you.
Alright, so we've got the clearance, he's just going to give me some traffic.
Canada 34 heavy departures, good day, identified. Canada 34, that's approved. Canada 34, climb to flight level 280.
Climb 280, Canada 34.
Alright, so
Mike Never Mike, request Bondi 5 southbound.
come straight down in here. Here's
Mike, head Bondi 5 southbound. That other traffic's tracking.
Manly over here at our 11 o'clock, which...
Bondi 5 southbound, visual with northbound traffic. Mike Never Mike.
Mike Delta Echo, departures identified, thanks, and cleared South Harbour sector, traffic to follow.
Over that, clear South Harbour sector, Mike Delta.
Mike Whiskey Delta, there's traffic just your left side, opposite direction, 900 unverified, tracking northbound.
Copy the traffic and sighted Mike Whiskey Delta.
Sydney departures.
That's one of the seaplanes coming out of Rose Bay
080.
down here, and he's heading up to Palm Beach, just where I was saying.
Yeah.
There he is down there, Jill.
Hope they have a nice lunch.
That's it. So we're just going over Manly Beach down here on our left. You won't be able to see it quite so well, but you'll get a good view. I'll just dip over so you can have a quick look. Manly, right down.
162 Delta, climb to flight
North Head over here. Obviously Sydney Heads. Got South Head, North Head, Middle Head over here. You've got Balmoral Beach and all those areas there, up to the Spit Bridge. Spit Bridge, that one going up through there.
Qantas 143, contact Brisbane Centre 128.
So you can see the preponderance of waterways, which makes Sydney great, but it also makes our traffic difficult because of all the waterways.
Whiskey Delta, there's fair front traffic in the harbour below you. They're in your 11 o'clock, about 2 miles, tracking towards Sydney Heads at 1,000 feet.
Copy the traffic and looking Mike Whiskey Delta.
Mike Delta Echo, traffic in the harbour will be a fixed wing above you in, fixed wing doing orbits at 1,500 meters.
Oh, you got him, yep.
Position now, Mike Delta Echo.
Just approaching Middlehead from the north.
Not for much.
Climbing up now, Mike Delta Echo.
Mike Whiskey Delta, additional traffic will be a helicopter just near Rushcutters Bay now. It's going to be operating over the harbour not above 1,500. They're trying to get you inside.
Mike Whiskey Delta, copy the additional traffic and looking.
Connect 162 Delta, climb flight level 19.
Alright, so here we are coming up to
Opera House. That fixed wing sighted, they're in your 12 o'clock, mile and a half, same level.
Just coming around now towards Mike Delta Echo.
Mike Whiskey Delta, the helicopter, mile and a half south of you, same level.
copy and sighted Mike Whiskey Delta.
Likewise, Mike Delta Echo, visual.
Thank you.
Helicopter there. So now we will do our right-hand orbits. We've got to stay north of the bridge. North of the southern shore and east of the harbour bridge. And my favourite bit, this is the Prime Minister's residence and the Governor-General's residence that we can orbit straight over the top of down here at Kirribilli. And as I said to Jeff when we did it, there's not many countries in the world where you'd be able to do that.
I'll do that over the White House.
Yeah, exactly. You get intercepted by some Raptors or Joint Strike Fighters or something. So there's a good view. As we come back around here, you'll get a great view. There's Taronga Zoo down here where that sort of longish jetty is there. You can see
the tall ship, Jeff.
Yeah, it is too. Yeah, it's one of the tall ships. It's out in the middle there.
About 921, clear direct to Upson.
Direct to Upson.
All right, great view. This is probably your best photo of back
direct to Port Macquarie.
Back at the city and the Opera House.
Caution, obstacle.
That thinks that we're going to fly into Centre Point Tower. That's the onboard terrain awareness. As I was coming around towards Centre Point, it just giving it the don't keep going that direction or things might get a little ugly.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
So
pretty cool.
That's very good.
Amazing, thank you.
Through 600 and climb to 1000, request onwards South Harbour sector, please.
Bravo, Charlie, Juliet, hello, identified and cleared South Harbour sector, traffic to follow.
Cleared South Harbour sector and copy traffic behind, so eventually go over Charlie, Juliet.
Okay, yeah, and quite a lot ahead, I'll come back to you on those, thanks.
Mike Whiskey Delta's completed the orbits and request join Victor 1 southbound.
Mike Whiskey Delta, copy that. Clear direct to the heads, maintaining 1,500, standby for descent, Victor 1 southbound, either towards Manly or to the heads, 1,500.
Mike Whiskey Delta will track direct Manly 1,500.
Understood.
Departure to Qantas 592.
Alright, well I'll bring you back over Manly and then we can just do our descent.
Qantas 592 departures, hello, identified, climb by SID to flight level 280.
Today by the SID, flight level 280, Qantas 592.
That helicopter had to wait for us.
Yeah.
For all stations northbound, previous traffic had reported some light turbulence above level 200. Bravo Bravo Charlie Juliet, Mike Delta Echoes in the South Harbour sector, being the zoo towards Manly area. That's the only immediate traffic for the moment.
Hey, copy Mike Delta Echo and looking. Bravo Charlie Juliet.
Mike Delta Echo, Mike Whiskey Delta, just your left side, they're tracking for Manly and then we'll descend southbound into Victor 1.
Roger that, visual traffic, knowledge 1 behind, request Bondi 5 southbound, Mike Delta.
Mike Delta Echo, copy, cleared Bondi 5 southbound.
Cleared Bondi 5 southbound, Mike Delta.
That's a great place to stay if you ever want to have a nice couple of days. It's what was the old quarantine station, now called the Q station.
Where the jetty is?
Yeah, where the jetty is, and the various accommodation points in there. It's fantastic. Really nice, pleasant place to stay.
Mike Whiskey Delta, make one orbit in the Manly area at 1,500 left or right hand orbit. Stand by for the descent southbound.
Making one left hand orbit at Manly, Mike Whiskey Delta, maintaining 1,500.
Mike Delta Echo, I'm just orbiting
altitude
traffic before they track southbound into Victor 1, so they'll be well behind you.
That's fine, I was going to make a descending left turn now, Mike Delta.
That's fine, he will stay at 1,500 and then descend once I see you southbound.
Roger that.
We don't often get to sort of do this. This
altitude.
Another view of the from a different angle up here. Cricket game going on below us down there.
Oh yeah. It's late. You're playing cricket.
Okay, Canada 34, contact Brisbane Centre 132.35. Good day to you.
Yeah, so a nice view of Manly down over here, and there's that cruise ship coming in through.
Delta Echo, and over water, you cleared to leave control area, descending southbound into Victor 1. Report established Victor 1 southbound. There's no immediate traffic. I'll let you know on traffic once you're tracking southbound.
Copy. Was that a call for Mike Whiskey Delta?
Oh, yes, Mike Whiskey Delta. Mike Whiskey Delta, you're clear to leave control area descending southbound into Victor 1. Report established. I'll give you traffic once you're southbound.
He used the wrong call sign on me. That's why I queried it, because he used the other.
Mike Echo.
Correct.
32.35. Good day.
3235. Good day.
We come down here now to 500 feet above.
Caution. Terrain. Terrain. Caution. Terrain. Terrain.
Kitty 162 Delta, contact Brisbane 132.35. Good day.
Caution. Terrain. Terrain.
And Mike Whiskey Delta, we're established Victor 1
Warning.
southbound at south.
Terrain. Terrain.
Delta Control Services verification terminates. Your frequency change is approved. There's a Hughes 500 helicopter ahead of you. They're just surrounding Ben Buckler towards Bondi. They will be tracking coastal southbound and then going over to Sydney Airport from Maroubra, and they will be at 500 feet.
Copy the traffic southbound from Ben Buckley, and we have him sighted. Many thanks, Mike Whiskey Delta, and frequency change approved.
Thank you, Mike Whiskey Delta. Cheers. Bravo Charlie, there is fixed wing traffic southbound just to BMU, but they...
Traffic Victor 1, Mike Whiskey Delta is southbound Victor 1 this time, and we have the traffic at Bondi, the helicopter ahead of us sighted. Traffic Victor 1.
Alright, so this is all the eastern suburbs area here, magnificent cliff top.
They are cliff top, aren't
Yeah,
they?
absolutely.
Right on the edge.
Yeah. And so get ready with your camera there, Jill. We're coming up to Bondi Beach, which is just around the head here. It's a very southbound facing beach, which a lot of people don't appreciate. So there's that helicopter, he's hugging the coast, and then he's going to go in from Maroubra back into Sydney, so we'll be well clear of him. So we aren't allowed to go in and hug here. We cut a straight line over the sailing boats here, otherwise we encroach on the Sydney terminal airspace. But that's a pretty good view with the city in the back. So as we slide past, if you get Bondi in the foreground, the city in the back, it always looks pretty good. Then you've got all the little coastal beaches, Tamarama, Bronte. After those showers, it's cleared up the air. There's our helicopter traffic. He's just still hugging the coast there, so we're all good.
Cemetery's got prime real estate.
It does, doesn't it? The Eastern Suburb Cemetery. It's the burial plot with a view for sure. So this is a popular fishing spot here called Wedding Cake Island.
Victor 1 South traffic, helicopter Bravo Charlie Juliet, Blue R44 helicopter. Currently in a turn at Middle Harbour, 1100 for South Edge, beyond descent for 1000, and the Bondi flow southbound for Sydney. Victor 1 South traffic.
So that's Coogee Beach back there, and then Maroubra, so he should be heading.
And traffic, Victor 1, Mike Whiskey Delta, we're being Maroubra. We have the helicopter sighted, just turning northbound, traffic Victor 1.
Not sure exactly, he's climbed up now. So this is Long Bay, is this one in here. Long Bay Jail is that facility on the top of the hill there. That's our high security, the high security prison. And then you've got this series of golf courses down here. You've got St Michael's and the Coast, Randwick. I'm not saying it's in the right order, and then New South Wales golf course down here on the end, which is sensational golf course. Have played it a number of times. I always joke to everyone that as we come by, that Jill, you can be the bunny. I'll say, look, as we come past this last bit here, you'll see. Oh, there's a jet taking off from Sydney. We'll be coming in underneath him. That long jetty there, where that meets the bottom end of Botany Bay, that's where Captain Cook first landed in Australia.
Okay.
But this is my little joke here, Jill. There's a little tee off down here where there's a guy up there standing on the tee at the moment, and you hit off and you go across the water to that green over there. And I lost a ball there last time I played, and I always ask the passengers to have a look for me and see if you can see it, because I hate losing golf balls.
Kind of not the nature of the game, is it?
That's it. So you can see two jets taking off from Sydney towards the south there, and we'll be coming in underneath them. That's why we maintain 500 feet, and they'll be well above us by the time we get down here.
Warning. Terrain. Terrain. Warning. Terrain. Terrain.
People doing the walking track down here.
Yes, it's a good walk there. But you'll be able to see, but we do come in and hug around Cronulla here now.
Caution.
So we're coming around the northern part of the what's called Bait Bay. The entire bay is called Bait Bay. And this is the very northern end of the Cronulla beach area. So this is Boat Harbour, this little inlet here.
Yep.
Quite nice snorkelling, and it's popular with four-wheel drivers. You can actually bring your four-wheel drive out onto the beach there. And set yourself up for the day and do a bit of fishing and swimming or whatever you might choose. So And we just come around here, so of course this is the main Cronulla area down here, and you'll see bridges. We'll come out up upon the Wanda Surf Club here first. The next, so the first big grey building on the beach here is the Wanda Surf Club.
Caution,
then sea
terrain,
level.
terrain.
Look at the park today, Jeff.
Yeah,
Empty yesterday.
empty yesterday. There's a house on the end there, Mark.
Yeah.
Those houses in there. Got a tennis court.
Yeah, yes, I know the one you mean. Yeah, I know the one. See if we can see Lorraine. Is Lorraine on the rocks there waving to us? She probably didn't have enough time to get down, or she might not have seen the message. So there's our place, and there's ridges just behind.
Yeah,
And this is where you did your walk down south the other day, I think, Jill? Yeah.
Correct.
Down here to the entrance of Port Hacking.
Yes.
Right, so this is Port Hacking, this is Bundina. You were asking where Bundina was when you got that message the other day. That's the little township of Bundina right there, Jill.
Right.
Okay, and that's tucked into the National Park, so that's all the Royal National Park in there. So quite a surprising statistic.
Okay, 45 traffic, helicopter Echo Whiskey Mike is north at 800, swimming in left-hand orbit to start tracking westbound, Grammy 405 traffic.
For sure. Yeah, so this is, we'll just climb up here a little bit. You can see there's a bit of a shower down there over the escarpment, but we should be able to duck in before that, just to remain visual.
people move everywhere down there.
What was that, sorry?
People walking.
Oh, people were there, yeah, on the track.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, I'm getting a bit bored here. I want you to take over and do a bit of flying for me, my friend.
Okay.
Give me your GoPro, I'll hold on to that. Okay, so just your right hand on the stick and just a nice gentle, and we're just going to track straight ahead here for the moment. Just keep it nice and straight and level. Bill's not looking as convinced. So we can now start making a very gentle turn to the right. We're going to follow the industrial area up here, Jeffrey. Yeah, just roll on the fractions to the right for us. So this Prospect Reservoir is one of the entrance points back into Bankstown. And Eastern Creek Raceway is just off to the left of it up here. You might get a bit of a glimpse of that.
Flight 24, turn left heading 160.
There's Bankstown out there, just to the right of that shower. You can see a sort of a large open area. That's where we're headed. Bankstown Tower, Mike Whiskey Delta is Prospect 1500 inbound with Delta.
Whiskey Delta Bankstown Tower, good day, John Final 11 Centre, report 3 miles.
John Final 11 Centre, report 3 miles, Mike Whiskey Delta. And Mike Whiskey Delta is 3 miles, 11 Centre.
Whiskey Delta, runway Centre number 1, traffic mid-base for the southern runways Cessna.
Number 1, runway Centre, copy, and side of the traffic for the southern runway, Mike Whiskey Delta.
Bravo Uniform Echo, traffic off to your left on a 2 mile final of an express for the middle 11 right. Clear touch and go.
Look on traffic 1 right, clear touch and go, Bravo Uniform Echo.
Mike Whiskey Delta, 11 Centre, clear to land.
Clear to land, 11 Centre, Mike Whiskey Delta. this big tree down that's right in the middle here as well. Why the threshold's a bit displaced because of those trees. Good, that needs to cut.
6 Pine November, 11 right, clear touch and go.
Touch and go, Vessel Pine November. Bankstown Tower, Cherokee Lima, Oscar Uniform, Prospect 1500, received information Delta inbound.
Lima, Oscar Uniform, Bankstown Tower, join final, 11 Centre, report 3 miles.
Lima, Oscar Uniform. Bankstown Tower, Lima X-Ray Quebec, at Alpha 2, requesting takeoff for downwind departure.
Lima X-Ray Quebec, Bankstown Tower, good day, line up 11 Centre and wait.
That was nice.
Line up and wait, 11 Centre, Lima X-Ray Quebec.
Very small.
Mike Whiskey Delta, without delay please, enter runway 11 left, contact ground.
Enter 11 left without delay, Mike Whiskey Delta.
Foxtrot Kilo November, traffic mid-base on the southern side of the Cessna for the southern.
Looking for traffic, Foxtrot Kilo November.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, traffic you 12 o'clock, turning base for the middle, Cherokee 11 right, clear touch and go.
Traffic sighted, clear touch and go.
Would have been someone those behind us there.
Bankstown ground, Mike Whiskey Delta on 11 left, request taxi to parking via Mike.
Mike Whiskey Delta, Bankstown ground, taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking, Mike Whiskey Delta.